and I'd like to build my own agent, or I want to use my own agentic platform. So we've launched MCP for Tableau Server, MCP for Tableau Cloud, and MCP for Tableau Next. No matter any of the Tableau capabilities that you're using, you can interact with it through MCP.
So I think there's one Tableau capability we're forgetting about here. Hi, I'm Will Sutton, and I want to introduce you to the Tableau Public MCP server. So for anyone on Tableau Server, Tableau Cloud, Tableau Next, this platform provides an awful lot of valuable information. What the MCP server does is make that information much more accessible to everyone, be that people, be that AI systems as well. So one of the real features of Tableau Public is that ability to showcase all your work. This is incredibly valuable when it comes to job interviews. So I found this role on LinkedIn for an analyst. They'll be working with Tableau. It's got over 100 applications. It's just over the road from me in Cambridge, and it's working with games. I thought this would be great. Now let's go and put this into our MCP server and see what we can do. Okay, so you join me in Claude Desktop. I've given it the job ad. I've given it some details from my LinkedIn. I've then asked it to go and have a look for my Tableau Public portfolio. You can see the tools running here. So it's going to found my profile. It's now going to get the list of workbooks I have on my portfolio there to then bring in to understand with this job ad. So what I'm asking it here crucially is, where's the gaps in my application? Where am I missing certain skills that this job is asking for? Okay, so Claude found the gap analysis and found me some areas I need to go and address. What I've done next is I've gone and asked it to find some examples of this on Tableau Public. And it's running the search tool here to go and find visualizations on Tableau Public. And it's come back with some dashboards. So I'm able to click the link and I've come here to this dashboard from GB, and I met GB at DataFam Europe as well. And this is an excellent dashboard and it tells me so much. Like I can see all the different metrics here that would be typical for campaign performance. But what would be really good is if I could get something like this in my own portfolio. Well, let's jump back to Claude. So what I can do here is I can actually provide the MCP server a link to a dashboard. And what that will then be able to do is download the workbook and then unpack how it was made. So what I'm asking it here is actually, could I make a project based on what I've got from GB here? So you can see that the MCP server has run a series of tools to get the workbook, its details, download it, unpack it, and understand the structure and all the calculations that go on with it. And then it's given me this output of how it was made based on that file. So we're doing 32 worksheets and 2 dashboards. That's a lot. And it displays some of these key techniques being used. I get a view of the data structure, so what type of things I'm going to be looking at. Key calculations, so this week on week calculation that happens here. And then lastly, I've got a guide here. This guide will give me a lot of information for how I can go and recreate a project. So everything from data prep to the calculations themselves, and even some adaptations I can make for that gaming company. Okay, we're in a good spot. So I've understand the gaps in my application. I've actually been able to go and find dashboards that could show me this information and build out a project for myself. The last thing is, how do I stand out against those 100 people to even make it into that interview stage? Well, I've always seen Tableau Public as my own portfolio, but I could also get that portfolio made as a HTML web page. So I can merge data from Tableau Public with my LinkedIn profile and then theme it for that job application itself. Okay, and so Claude has made me a web page to go and apply for this job. So bringing in stats from my Tableau Public portfolio in terms of my visualizations, but understanding those skills as well from my LinkedIn profile, as well as a little timeline of things I've done, bringing in here like links to dashboards they might be interested in. Now, it's not actually bringing through the images of the dashboards. You can see this going on here. Now, this is on the Claude side. It won't let you view the data from Tableau itself, but if you go and copy the HTML code and go and run it on your machine, you will see here, these dashboards are here. And you can go and click and link into that, so you can have your portfolio and your LinkedIn profile all together in one place for that application. If you like this project, do give us a thumbs up or like or whatever on the Hackathon site. But I'd be really interested to see how folks get on playing around with this MCP server. And if you've got any feedback, let me know in the comments down below.